my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. A meaningless world engenders fear, and God did not create a meaningless world. My thoughts are images that I have made, Lesson 53 from A Course in Miracles. Today we will review the following. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. A meaningless world engenders fear. God did not create a meaningless world. My thoughts are images that I have made. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. Since the thoughts of which I am aware do not mean anything, the world that pictures them can have no meaning. What is producing this world is insane, and so is what it produces. Reality is not insane, and I have real thoughts as well as the insane ones. I can therefore see a real world if I look to my real thoughts as my guide for seeing. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. Insane thoughts are upsetting. They produce a world in which there is no order anywhere. Only chaos rules a world that represents chaotic thinking, and chaos has no laws. I cannot live in peace in such a world. I'm grateful that this world is not real, and that I need to see it at all unless I choose to value it. And I do not choose to value what is totally insane and has no meaning. A meaningless world engenders fear. The totally insane engenders fear because it is completely undependable and offers no grounds for trust. Nothing in madness is dependable. It holds out no safety and no hope. But such a world is not real. I have given it the illusion of reality and have suffered from my belief in it. Now I choose to withdraw this belief and place my trust in reality. In choosing this, I will escape all the effects of the world of fear because I am acknowledging that it does not exist. God did not create a meaningless world. How can a meaningless world exist if God did not create it? He is the source of all meaning, and everything that is real is in His mind. It is in my mind too, because He created it with me. Why should I continue to suffer from the effects of my own insane thoughts when the perfection of creation is my home? Let me remember the power of my decision and recognize where I really abide. My thoughts are images that I have made. Whatever I see reflects my thoughts. It is my thoughts that tell me where I am and what I am. The fact that I see a world in which there is suffering and loss and death shows me that I am seeing only the representation of my insane thoughts, and am not allowing the real thoughts to cast their beneficent light on what I see. Yet God's way is sure. The images I have made cannot prevail against him, because it is not my will that they do so. My will is his, and I will place no other gods before him. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. A meaningless world engenders fear, and God did not create my thoughts are images that I have made, And now for the reflection on Lesson 53. I want to bring our attention to the last few sentences here in this last review lesson. It says, God's way is sure. Great beginning. The images I have made cannot prevail against him, because it is not my will that they do so. My will is his, and I will place no other gods before him. I like this because it shows that I really only have one will, and that is the will that I share with my source. Any other will that I seem to have, which is choosing against my source, is not there. It's not true. It's what makes me seem insane. And it's hard to think of ourselves as insane, but from the perspective of one like Jesus who looks back and smiles, not in a judgmental way, but as an older brother to a younger sibling, looking to us to say, let go of those insane ideas, because you're acting like a crazy person. And you don't have to do that. You can realize that you only have one will, and it is the will that you share with God. My will is his, and I will place no other gods before him. This is what we do. We place every god, every physical possession, every desire before the one true desire, which is our union with the divine. So in these review lessons, we have the opportunity to look again, to choose again, and to realize that there's only one will, and it is the will that I share with God, and I can choose that will right now.